The M9 bayonet seems to have the weirdest wear pattern in the whole entire game, with this spot on the knife almost never wearing in the way you would imagine that it would. The rest of the knife wears normally, but this spot is almost always in pristine condition, making it really hard to get fake vanillas like you can get on other knives on the M9. The dual Berettas actually make an audible noise to other players when inspected, so make sure to be careful the next time you're playing like a rat with dualies outside of A main. If I asked you which weapon in CS2 is the player holding in the game logo, what would your answer be? Well, if you said none of them, then you would be correct. The weapon in the logo of the game is actually a Scar L, which is in fact not in the game. This next fact actually involves a McDonald's burger, but just before we look at that, this video is sponsored by SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is an instant trading site with a massive selection of skins, low commission, and an easy search system, so buying or trading your skins is as easy as it gets. They have daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways on their freebies tab, and also last but not least, by using my code DNB, you can get $5 for free just by trading on the site. So make sure to check out SkinsMonkey today. And thank you SkinsMonkey for sponsoring the video. Ninjas in Pajamas actually had their own McDonald's burger in Sweden. It was in 2013 when one lucky fan who won a contest got to name a burger after their favorite esports team. The burger ended up being called the McNip, which I'm not sure would really catch on in the US.
Jag är helt övertygad att den här är kanon.
Jag tyckte den var riktigt jävla bra alltså. Såsen är ju riktigt bra, alltså den är lite starkare än vanligt. Så att, alltså, det gör ju mycket mer, det får lite mer power i hela burgaren faktiskt när det är så. Det passar riktigt bra in med rostade löken också.
The M249 is the only weapon with no covert or classified skins, only 4 purples, 8 blues, 5 light blues, and 7 grays. Your character will move when you aim your gun at their feet. Now, this might actually not be intended. This might just be your player model moving in response to you moving your mouse. Regardless of if it's intended or not, it's still pretty funny. To be honest, this one is a pretty common fact, but changing your resolution in-game can actually make player models appear wider. But this is at the cost of your peripheral vision.
Hello! It's on your right! Hello! Blue, blue, blue! Are you stupid? Blue, are you actually trolling?
No, bro, you have the wider monitor.
Blue, are you stupid?
I'm so scared.
Are you not listening to my voice?
So you will find one target with the bomb. That's some information. One long, one party. However, okay, he is going to get around the corner. Oh my God, no!
4-3 again. Oh no.
Look at the palming. Look at the awareness that the boost is in play. As he gets across the pool, you might see him now flick up for a... Oh, he hasn't picked it. Hobbit. Hobbit. Hobbit, what's going on? Okay, coming back to B now. Shiro gonna stall this out.
Although most pro players still use 4x3 even with this disadvantage. I'm sure you know that most of the maps in the game today have went through some crazy changes, sometimes changing the whole entire meta of the map, but did you know that Nuke is probably the map that changed the most? There used to be a room on B site with yet another squeaky door on it and a window. Secret used to be in an entirely different spot. There used to be a window on hut, and for some reason the vents used to have an entrance or exit on the catwalk. The AK Wasteland Rebel has a hidden Easter egg. If you squint your eyes really hard, you'll notice that written on the wood it says the pizza is a lie, which is a reference to the famous line from Portal, the cake is a lie. The Wasteland Rebel also includes the bomb code, and you can see it when inspecting the skin. The Galil Eco and Tech9 Jambia also include bomb code Easter eggs, with it appearing on each skin right here. I've used the Galil Eco hundreds of times and never actually noticed it there. Sneaky. I'm sure that many of you know about or even play Faceit, but did you know that there are actually 2 Faceit skins officially in CS2? The first is the M4 Atomic Alloy, and the second is the P90 Trigon. For some reason, you used to be able to just straight up delete your skins back in CSGO. I'm not sure why this was even a feature, but it was eventually removed because, of course, people kept accidentally deleting their skins, and Valve support was getting absolutely flooded with help requests, and people were constantly begging for their skins back. The flip knife just makes absolutely no sense. The whole point of a flip knife in real life is to have a concealed blade that can flip out, hence the name flip knife. Well, in CS2, however, the blade is much larger than the handle, meaning that it makes absolutely no sense to ever have it flipped down, as the blade is still completely sticking out. It completely gets rid of the point. It also just looks incredibly ridiculous when the blade is in the down position. I guess it's a good thing that you never really see it like that in game. By the way, guys, we now have our very own Discord server. You can join it from the description if you want to find people to trade with, teammates, or if you want to be a part of the community. I do giveaways in there all the time, so definitely make sure you join if you don't want to miss out on free skins. And there is a 94% chance that if you're watching this right now, you are not subscribed. So if you just checked and you aren't subscribed, make sure to hit that sub button so that you don't miss out on any future videos or giveaways.